December 7th, 2024 Daily Bread. 1 Kings, chapter 12, verse 1 through 15. Key verse 15. Title: An Unwise Decision. Rehoboam went to Shechem, for all Israel had gone there to make him king. When Jeroboam, the son of Nebat, heard this, he was still in Egypt, where he had fled from King Solomon. He returned from Egypt. So they sent for Jeroboam, and he and the whole assembly of Israel went to Rehoboam and said to him, "Your father put a heavy yoke on us, but now lighten the harsh labor and the heavy yoke he put on us, and we will serve you." Rehoboam answered, "Go away for 3 days, and then come back to me." So the people went away. Then King Rehoboam consulted the elders who had served his father Solomon during his lifetime. "How would you advise me to answer these people?" he asked. They replied, "If today you will be a servant to these people, and serve them, and give them a favorable answer, they will always be your servants." But Rehoboam rejected the advice the elders gave him, and consulted the young men who had grown up with him and were serving him. He asked them, "What is your advice? How should we answer these people who say to me, 'Lighten the yoke your father put on us'?" The young men who had grown up with him replied, "These people have said to you, 'Your father put a heavy yoke on us, but make our yoke lighter.' Now tell them, 'My little finger is thicker than my father's waist. My father laid on you a heavy yoke. I will make it even heavier. My father scourged you with whips. I will scourge you with scorpions." 3 days later, Jeroboam and all the people returned to Rehoboam, as the king had said, "Come back to me in 3 days." The king answered the people harshly, rejecting the advice given him by the elders. He followed the advice of the young men and said, "My father made your yoke heavy. I will make it even heavier. My father scourged you with whips. I will scourge you with scorpions." So the king did not listen to the people, for this turn of events was from the Lord, to fulfill the word the Lord had spoken to Jeroboam, son of Nebat, through Ahijah the Shilonite. Daily Bread Message. After Solomon had died, his son Rehoboam was about to succeed him as king. His first major decision came in response to Jeroboam's political move to address harsh labor practices. Would he choose to become a servant leader for his people, or make a power move? He chose to follow the advice of his privileged young friends rather than the advice of the mature elders, and treat his people as his slaves. He also decided to make a defiant stand against his adversary, Jeroboam, to the dismay of the people of Israel. Perhaps to Jeroboam's delight, he now could gain the support of the people. This was all to fulfill prophecy, and was leading to the eventual splitting of the nation. Rehoboam was not wise. He rejected the wise counsel of the elders, and let his own pride get in the way of doing what was right. The best leaders are servants of all. Jesus demonstrated such servant leadership, even washing his disciples' feet, and giving his life to save the lost. The best leaders lead by love. Lord, thank you for sending your Son, Jesus, who laid down his life for me. Help me to serve and love others as well. One word: lead by love.